Hi friends, welcome to ETL Insight. Today we are going to discuss PMCMD command. This is a series where it helps Informatica admins and developers to know about some of the important commands of PMCMD utility. I hope these videos are helpful to you. I am Madhu and I have 13 plus years of experience in IT industry, and that's how I'm sharing my experience here. If you need some specific videos, you can contact us and inform us, and we will try to make such videos and share it with you all so that it helps a fellow Informatica enthusiast. Let's get into the video. So where do we run this PMCMD utility? So we can run it on Windows or Unix. So you should first know where the Informatica is installed. So on whichever version you want to run this utility, it should be fine because it's the same syntax. So here, for example, I'm taking 10.5.0. So I'm navigating to the 10.5.0 under which you will have a folder called server, under which you have a folder called bin. So navigate to that directory and there you will have the PMCMD utility and you can run the commands which follow in this video. So similarly in Unix, the default location is /opt/informatica/ the version number /server bin. Sometimes they would have given a manual location if the project needs a specific location. So you can also use $info_home, which is a variable which is set in the beginning of the project that also navigates you to the Informatica home directory. So under this you have the PMCMD utility and you can run any commands of PMCMD utility at this location. So the first command would be connecting to the integration service. PMCMD connect -sv my service -d my domain -u my username -p my password. So this my service, my domain, my username and my password are the parameters which are passed. This would be specific to a project. So you will have to know all these values and replace it accordingly and run this command to connect to the integration service. The very first command should be to connect the integration service followed by any of the further commands which we discuss in this video. How do we start a workflow? PMCMD start workflow -sv is for the service name, -d is for domain, -u username, -p password, -f the folder, -w the workflow you want to start. Everything which is inside the angular braces needs to be replaced by the values which you use in your project. These are parameters to the utility. Get workflow status. PMCMD get workflow status -sv my service -d my domain -u username -p my password -f my folder -w my workflow. Everything in the Angular braces are to be replaced by the values specific to your project. This will give you the workflow status, whether it's successful, failed, or aborted. Next command is to stop a workflow. PMCMD stop workflow -sv service name -d domain name -u username -p password -f folder name -w workflow name. This will stop a workflow. All these kind of activities we can do it directly on the UI as well by right clicking and getting all these options, but then sometimes it's needed to be done from the Unix or the Windows perspective. So we are discussing these commands and it is important to know these by an admin. Aborting a workflow. PMCMD abort workflow -sv service name -d domain name -u username -p password -f folder name -w the workflow name. So next set of commands would be very important. Get the workflow log. Sometimes the logs are not shown on the monitor. If you want to get it through Unix, you can use these commands: PMCMD get workflow log. PMCMD get session log with all the parameters which are specified here. Here, the log file can be given its own name and then saved on the system based on the path you are choosing. So the next set of commands are list of all the workflows, PMCMD list workflows, minus SV service name, minus D domain name, minus U username, minus P password, minus F the folder name. This will list all the workflows under a particular folder. List all the sessions in a workflow. We also discussed listing all the sessions in a workflow using pmrep command. You can use that or you can use pmcmd command. There are set of tables which are like common set of informations which are in pmrep as well as in pmcmd repositories with a different schema, but it will give you the similar information. PMCMD list tasks minus SP service name minus D domain name minus U username minus P password minus F the folder name minus W the workflow name. List all the folders. PMCMD list folders minus SV the service name minus D the domain name minus U the username minus P the password. This will list all the folders under a repository. We can combine all these commands to form a script and keep it to run and schedule it on the Unix as a cron job in a batch process. So this is how an example script looks like. First line is hash with the exclamatory slash bin slash bash. This is a common first line for every script. Then we can set all the variables. Instead of defining it in every command, we can keep it as a variable and then use this variable as and when we need in the commands. Domain name, service name, username, password, folder name, workflow name. PMCMD connect. First, you have to connect to the integration service. This command we have already discussed in the beginning of the video. I hope I don't need to repeat this here. And next would be to start a workflow. Then this is a new command which we didn't discuss here to wait for the workflow to complete. So we have a wait workflow utility under the PMCMD, which will wait until the workflow is completed. After it's completed, we'll gather the status, whether it's succeeded, failed, stopped, or aborted, and then we disconnect the integration service. This is a complete script which you can use in Unix to start a workflow and get its status. I hope this video was helpful. We are doing multiple contents on Informatica. Some of them are related to on-prem as we still use some of the on-prem versions and some are related to cloud. I hope this channel content is helpful. Thanks for watching. Please support us by subscribing. Have a good day.